to highly anticipated story this morning, if I do say so myself. I had the opportunity to go fly with the Phoenix Police Department's air unit. They're up there all the time, keeping an eye to make sure our city is safe. So I got to tag along with them, and it was a really interesting and cool opportunity. So take a look.
Saving big money is big fun. Add pre-summer sale savings to an enormous inventory, and there's plenty of fun to be had at the House of Fun, Air Parked On.
Here for the adventures of Moxie Girl.
Thing being the exact thing we have to do.
You do not want to fly anything through that, because again, ash is not something fluffy and light. It's actually little shards of glass.
Right, because from far away it looks like it's just smoke, but yeah, it's solid. But as you mentioned, the process that lightning happens is you do have the pieces of the ash coming out of the volcano kind of hitting each other. Almost, you know, when you think about lightning being formed in a thunderstorm, you have the raindrops brushing up and the ice crystals brushing up against them. So that's what we think is happening with the volcano.
Yeah. And this video is actually sped up, so that's why, you know, it looks like it's really going fast. It's actually sped up as it's ejecting 30, 40, 50,000 feet, almost leaving the troposphere into the stratosphere there. And I guess the only good thing is it, you know, it's happening in their winter, the cooler months. So perhaps it's a little easier to deal with the fallout of the ash.
And then this is what it looks like on the ground as the ash comes falling down and piling up. Look at that.
Oof. Yeah, and again, because it's the cooler months, hopefully they don't have as many crops being impacted by that as well, because once you have that layer of soot and ash, you can't really have things grow underneath.
Right. All right, well, coming up on a weekend recharge, we continue to track the threat for severe weather, and it does include the tornado threat for a few major cities. We'll time it out for you.
Gonna wash the dust.
He's had a approach into there so you can see what it looks like.
Storm swept through the area last night. Strong winds split trees and caused large branches to fall on homes and cars. Meanwhile, a possible tornado touched down in Kentucky. Many homes were damaged with fallen trees, power lines, and even roofs blown off of buildings. One highway was blocked by downed power lines and debris from a nearby farm. A tree fell on a car.
Work for the pilots of the Phoenix Air Patrol.
Monday to get that car towed. And take a look at this. A flash flood in South Texas swept a herd of cows away. The cows were caught by high waters and washed.
A hiker isn't injured that badly and they can walk down to one of the landing pads. It's right there on the side of the mountain. I've hiked that a million times. I've never seen the little helicopter pad, because it's like a pancake on the side of the mountain. So they have 4 different shifts that they're always out there patrolling. And in case you were wondering, that suspect that we were actually trailing there was eventually found just a little bit north of where we were. He was hiding out. He had a parole violation. That's why he ran from cops. He's now back in prison. But it was such a neat and cool experience to go hang out with them and see how it's done.
So much going on inside that chopper. You hear that radio constantly going, but then they're concentrating on what's going on below them. Incredible.
Yeah, they have the one pilot, and he's concentrating on just flying the helicopter. Then the other guy, who's in the left seat, he's in charge of monitoring the radios, listening to dispatch, and then telling the pilot where to go for any type of call.
Definitely a great tool.
Very cool, isn't it?
All right, so sourdough or rye, twisted or rolled. We're celebrating National Pretzel Day with the Brat House. On the flip side of the break, pretzels are my weakness.
Pretzels and beer.
Pretzels and ice cream.
We'll
my weakness.
Back.
This evening, they'll die down overnight and into your Monday morning, and for the most part we will keep those winds on the lighter side through your Monday evening. A lot of you are making plans for your Sunday fun day. Maybe you're headed out to the Pirates and D-backs game out at Chase Field. When you're arriving at about noon, we're looking at a temperature of about 77 degrees. Temperatures will be in the 70s through 1, and then we'll dip back down to the 60s by 4 this afternoon. We are forecasting a high of 79 degrees in Phoenix, 51 for Flagstaff, 38 for Payson, 77 for Casa Grande, 61 in Prescott. Looks like we will be in the 60s for Kingman. We'll dip to a low of 60 tonight for Bullhead City, 29 in Show Low and in Flagstaff, 37 in Winslow, 46 for Globe, and 51 for Casa Grande. Your forecast for today will keep a chance of rain in the forecast until about lunchtime. Otherwise, partly sunny skies and those windy conditions this afternoon. That high is going to be 79 degrees and your sunset is at 7:07. Tonight, those skies should be mostly clear. It's going to be breezy early, winds diminishing overnight, and you'll wake up to a low of about 56 degrees. As we take a look at back to work, back to reality Monday, a high of 87, sunny skies. Then Tuesday, those 90s return, and it only gets hotter from here. Wednesday, 95. By Thursday and Friday, we're going to be close to triple-digit territory. Ryan?
I feel like an holy cow. All right, thank you very much. I know everything's covering us up, right? Hey, in just a couple of minutes, we're going to catch up with Debbie Hernandez and talk.
Man who urges cause.
Cadillac 2015 SRX, a crossover with space, safety, and style. Lease it from around $339 a month for 24 months.
Yes, I'm All right, welcome back. What time is it? Selfie.
Selfie time.
By Jem Jem. I give this house as they are celebrating Arizona's largest pretzel during today's Sausage Fest. This is Aaron.
Hi.
World's largest pretzel, is that it?
That's it. It's National Pretzel Day today, so we decided to make Arizona's largest pretzel. So
that is
there it is, yeah.
Now, Aaron, this is all kind of happening today. Tell us where.
Yeah, we're doing a Sausage Fest on premise at Brat House, 32 North Scottsdale Road, starting at 12 o'clock today.
Now, this is all for good cause, though, right?
Definitely. Proceeds benefit the ALS Association. So we're also going to do Arizona's longest spot. Last time it was about 80 feet. So we're trying to break that record.
You're going to actually make it at the Brat House.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We make all the sausages. I got all kinds of different sausages. We're going to do a bunch of exotic brats today. So there's a lot of cool stuff to try.
So you said 80 feet was the record last year. What are you trying to go for this year?
We're trying to hit 9 ALS. So.
All right, and this is Taryn with ALS. Talk about the partnership.
Yeah, working with Brat House now for a few years. We're just for what they've done for us, and we appreciate a day like today to do
Now, for people that don't know, tell us what ALS is and how the proceeds will help.
Yeah, so ALS is a neurodegenerative disease that usually ends in terminal illness, and so the patients have to take today's proceeds and help provide loan equipment to them, so medical equipment that we loan out, and the average cost for a family living with ALS annually is $200,000.
Wow.
That is incredible.
So Brat House really helping out. We have about a minute and a half. Let's go back to the sausage, because I know that is your thing, the brats. You mentioned you had a bunch of different flavors. Take us through what you have.
So the first one here is a umami brat. It's kind of an Asian style. We used some ramen noodles in it.
Really?
Then I have a Hassenpfeffer. It's a rabbit brat. Then we have a fire brat. It has Scotch bonnets, ghost chilies, and habanero peppers.
That's the spicy one.
Yeah,
that's the one that you're going to need one of these.
Right, and so we're going to be offering these boots all day, $10. So New Belgium's out there sponsoring our event, and we'll have lots of different stuff. So we could skinny dip all day long.
Wow. And that's the name of the beer, the skinny dip beer. And give everyone the address one more time.
What's that?
Give everyone the address one more time.
3622 North Scottsdale, right in the heart of Old Town.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, good for a good cause. Get out there and eat some brats, drink some beer, all for a good cause.
And pretzels. Don't forget pretzels. Gross.
Aaron,
all right.
Thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate it. All right, when we come back, we'll check your forecast one more time. Stay with us. Can we drink this?
We could try it.
Fox 10 News is...
You work at night, kids, when the summertime, the sun comes up at 4 in the morning, blackout is what you want. Blackout has a Mylar lining in the middle, and it...
Always love you. Sausage to freshly cracked grade, toast English muffin, and I never thought so much love could fit in a bag. But I'm telling you, darling,
The
This is your new car sale, and this is what you'll find at AutoZone. When it comes to
Nation Savings Event has been extended. Get a new 2015 Altima fee or 0% financing on new models. Call AutoNation on Indy and Chandler.
Most people at AutoNation.
This is the Magnesium RS, powered to deep clean all type flooring, and its swivel design makes hard to reach and clean. Between floor types at just the touch of a button, and it's way historic verb. Let's help you find a perfect door for your home. Buy today and get 2 off the Magnesium RS. And service, expertise, or tips on any brand, visit local orgs today.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting company of taste. Rich chocolate, covering sauces, filled with exotic fizz. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never.
It asks, what's your My Incredible VIB?
Having an orange blossom, bacon, eggs, made from scratch, butter, pancakes. I'll let Mama's sweet treat.
Choose 4 different items from over.
Buick GMC in Goodyear.
On our channel, and then also a channel.
Business, a few simple principles that give our customers experience like no other. We have principles of excellence. We value your time. We treat you like family, and everyone pays the same low price. And see why our principles of excellence keep us coming back to Yates Buick GMC.
7:50 on your Saturday morning. It's about things up here for. This is George Ezra. I love George. He has that song Budapest.
Yep.
He's a good new artist.
That's a good song right here. That's playing to play with Brought House Festival.
Brought some beers.
Yeah.
Good cause.
Well, I haven't noticed. It's a sunny day across the valley. This video taken in Phoenix, New Cactus and 40th Street just before 5 o'clock this morning. That's when it really hit.
That was the brunt of the storm. Most of us are starting to see that storm start to move out of the region. Take a look. This was right outside of our studio where we are downtown Phoenix. 5:15 this morning, we saw lightning, we saw thunder, and a lot of rain. But this is really beautiful.
Take a look at the snowfall. Yes, snowfall in April in the country. We don't always see this type of weather this late in the season. The photos, the ADOT cameras up along I-40. The National Weather Service is reporting more than 5 inches of snow falling overnight.
Yeah, some is getting up to 5.5 inches.
I like it. Thank you, Debbie. We'll see you in a bit. Just getting warmed up here on Good Morning.
Maybe some scattered showers here and there, but for the most part, will be drying up today and warming up. The projected high around 80 degrees today, but look at tomorrow, really warming up. 88. By Wednesday, getting to 96 degrees, and by Thursday, we're teaming with 100 again. So this storm should push its way out again, making way for some beautiful weather right behind it. Oh, finger licking good. Once you start eating that, you really can't stop.
Here's some amazing pictures of the desert with his homemade weather balloon. Tomorrow, yeah, I've seen these that they've put in studio
4 months.
Going on Valley.
And that is today starting.
They were just in studio. Well, thanks so much for this weekend. Here next week on the 6 a.m.
Coming up at later editions. I'll see you back here.
Have a week.
McDonald search to which you want to find.